Well, hello everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my boudoir. How do you like that? Isn't that pretty? Yeah, oh, it'd be a lot nicer if I got my big knee out of the way. Okay, let's start again. We're gonna pan right. This is a window clean cover. I got this in Walmart. This is called fish scales. It's obviously fish scales, but it should be going that way, up and down, instead of sideways. What you gonna do? That's van life for you. So, we're here in Storm Central, getting ready for tonight's crazy tornadoes again. They're coming at night, and the sun's starting to pop out right about now. You see up front, and you see those guys up there? Ain't no one gonna say I ain't got my ducks in a row. And yeah, this is from the little guy. It's taking a while. It's driving me nuts. Let's see. I keep restarting this video because I'm getting sidetracked because I'm busy watching something going on over here. I don't want to talk about it. I should have waited. And then some very insensitive individual had to park right next to me when there's 1,000 open spaces directly across, right next to the store that they walked into. So they had to park all the way over here, right next to me, when there's nobody anywhere else in the parking lot. Hope you could see that. So let's talk about tonight's events. I will be, if the storm gets really crazy and hairy, and we're going through all that tornado watch with the live stream happening and everything else, I will probably go live during that. I think so. Oh, I don't know if I got my shirt in the shot. Had to go in and grab a shirt. Dollar Tree. $5 at the Dollar Tree. Oh, there's my cross. And there's my Scandinavian star, because I am part Swedish, and we also use it as the North Star. That's why he's on Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I didn't go to the park because it rained a lot last night, and we got flooded here at the OK Corral trailer park. I'm calling it the Yippee-Ki-Yay trailer park. It's the parking lot, and it is getting extremely crowded. It is extremely, I'm trying to get schmutz off my phone. It's extremely crowded. I don't even know what to say. I think people are getting tired of the 20 degrees up north and the constant little blizzards going by, and maybe ahead of these back-to-back blizzards. If anybody remembers 2011, we had some crazy back-to-back blizzards. Where I drove back, there were 2 storms and I had to get home. I was missing the first one. I couldn't get ahead of the storm. My flight got canceled. I got deployed because we had back-to-back blizzards coming. So while we were here, we had to let the first storm pass and go by. And then in between the two, I had to jump in the car and drive all the way back from Florida to New Jersey, doing a minimum of 80 to 100 miles an hour. Yeah, we were speeding, to make it ahead of the second storm, because the second storm started catching up and started moving faster. We drove home in between 2 blizzards because I had no choice. First responder life. That was a hell of a ride. We'll talk about that one night on the live. That was an incredible journey. It was an incredible journey driving up 95, following every single plow truck I could find. all the way home. It was madness. We're lucky I got back there alive. And then, let's see, what else? So I'm assuming that's why everybody's jumping the gun and jumping in the cars and coming down, because I see nothing but plates from Maine, New Hampshire, New Jersey, upstate New York, Pennsylvania. That's pretty much it. It's a lot of the northern East Coast showing up. Got some Alabamas, Kentuckys, and Tennessee and Mississippi areas. A lot of Mississippi people here. Probably ahead of those storms, but they're coming this way, which kind of doesn't make any sense because the storm is going over them, their states first, and then hitting us last. Don't know why you came if you're coming into the tail end of the storm. It would have been better taking the first part of the storm, which won't be probably that bad, but it's going to be the ending of the wrap-up we're getting tonight again. We always get the, tail end of the storms over here, because that's just the way it is, because that's where we are. Paradise ain't cheap. Paradise ain't cheap. And it takes a lot of big ones, brass ones, to actually live here full time, and not just to be a snowbird and come when the weather's nice and then leave again when it gets nasty. No, you can't call yourself a Floridian or a Southerner unless you're staying here full time and you ride it out 12 months of the year. That's all I'm going to say about that. And to let you know, state park people are starting to get pissy with van lifers from other states. People have moved here and you have 6 months to change your plates. Well, you're not considered a resident of Florida for 2 years. Minimum a year and a half, but for 2 years. You're still temporary, up to 2 years of living here. So you understand that by our laws. To get a resident discount, you have to be here a minimum of a year and a half. The state parks are now asking to see people's registrations and insurances to see when they were started. That's why they ask for that at the campground, to see how long you've been here and how much of a liar you are to their faces, saying you've been here for a year and a half, and you hand them your insurance and your registration and they see the date it was issued. So don't lie about that. They gave my friend at the park a really hard time. She was extremely nasty to her, and then she whipped out her thing. She actually had her birth certificates in the car, okay, because she's living in her car. So she goes, hold on a minute, I had some things to work out. I got paperwork in the car. The lady's like, no, it's okay. She realized she screwed up big time because she was colored, all right? She gave her a hard time because she was black, with 4 kids in the car. She comes back with the birth certificates for all 4 children and herself and shoves it in the lady's face. I've lived here for 57 years in this town, in this county. I was born up north. But she meant up north, she was born up by Pensacola, and when she got out of high school, moved down here. So you go, I'm born and bred in Florida. Oh, and then the lady apologized. She was trying to make up, well, you don't know, people are coming here, they're only here 6 months, and they want all the discounts, and you can't get that, and it's not fair to the park, and it's getting out of control. Everybody's trying to be nice about stuff, but just be on the lookout that some of the state agency that you got to deal with down here are getting pretty fed up with people lying and stuff. There's a lot of license plate theft going on, where people are stealing people's Florida license plates and putting them on their own cars, trying to get. I don't understand, but that's what's going on. So be wary. They tried doing a bunch of protests down here and everybody got kicked out. So that's the one thing we really kind of don't have to worry about in the area, what's going on up there. But let's see, not much. So the sun's starting to come out. We're hanging out over here. I'll let you look at the Duke for a minute while I babble. Just wanted to give you a morning update. He's chewing on his lollipops. I got him. And we got him the binkies. Okay. Little green ones. He was running around with it in his mouth. I gotta get more video of that. Every time I picked up the phone, he dropped it. I put the phone down, he picked it up. It's like he knows what I'm doing. But I do have a good space tonight because I'm outside my big giant sign. And I really don't want to move. I really don't. The park is flooded. I really don't know where else to go. And Walmart is like under siege. There's 5,000 cops. It's madness at Wally Worlds in Florida. So don't even count on spending the night in a Cracker Barrel. I don't know what's happening. There's a lot going on. But because we're becoming overrun, we're becoming overloaded. Half of the cars in the parking lot are from other states and half of them are from here, and we're running out of room because we're homeless here too. We had back-to-back hurricanes in the midst of everyone getting evicted from their houses after the pandemic. It's like 30% of the state of Florida is now homeless, and now everybody else is coming here because they don't want to go to California because they got issues over there. No one wants to go to Texas. It's a beautiful state. We have the same weather, but there's a lot of stuff going on over there. There's a lot of crime, a lot of things happening. But Florida is actually becoming overloaded. There are no campgrounds in any of the state parks in one consecutive spot for more than one night. That's it. From now till April, there are no campground spaces. You have to move every single day to another campground spot. I'm not blowing up tents and moving my whole rig around every single day. It's insane. You can't get consecutive nights. And you're lucky if you can find a place that has two because someone canceled one night or left early. So, I don't know. It's just getting out of hand. And they're not holding the spaces anymore for homeless people who live in Florida. For residents. There's more Florida residents living on the street because everybody else is coming here to Freedom Land and Paradise. I can't wait till this guy gets out because he's done nothing but destroy our state. He has overpopulated it with too many people. There's not enough jobs. There's not enough houses. I'm going to start really going all out documenting what's going on down here so everybody sees. And a lot of the van life people keep coming here. They stay 1 or 2 days and they get the hell out because there's nowhere to go. You're being harassed at the beach, harassed over here. Most of the cops really aren't bothering anybody. If you're not sitting outside in your parking space with a lawn chair and a barbecue like these idiots were doing at Walmart and destroyed it for everyone, please don't do that down here. You find your parking space, you hang out at the beach, you go to a day use park and stay there till the sun goes down. Once you have to leave a day use area, then find a parking lot. But you do your cooking and you're getting out of the van, and you do that during the day. And when you come to your parking space and you're in a parking lot, either stay in the van, which is fine, nobody cares, they're not bothering you if you're sitting in your van hanging out. They are bothering people who are putting lawn chairs and barbecues outside thinking this is a trailer park. It's a parking lot. So if everybody could please stop doing that, it would be a great help to everybody else who isn't a van lifer, because they're kind of not bothering people on YouTube too much. So the first words out of your mouth got to be that you're live streaming, you're on a YouTube channel or something. And I'm pretty sure at this point, the cops here won't care. Somewhere else, yeah, maybe. But I think they're getting tired of that excuse. I don't know what else to say. I just tell them I have a travel channel. I live here and I just show people the different areas there are without giving away our private beach secrets. You know what I mean? I show them all the places tourists go. I don't show them off the beaten path places. And they seem to like that answer. I said it kind of steers people more out of our areas so we can, be by ourselves sometimes, you know. Uh, that probably sounds selfish, but it's hard when you're overcrowded and the beach is so full that you can't even go to the beach in the summer, which normally we really don't do too much. But it's rough when you live in a state where there's a lot of tourism. And I've lived in 3 states that are just all tourism. So I'm speaking from experience for my entire life. Sorry I got off on a tangent, but it's getting really bad. It's getting really, really bad. And if people would just use a little more common sense, don't be as selfish. And I know a lot of the van lifers are leaving because they don't like the East Coast, and that's fine. California is more open to it, but a lot of people have been leaving, went to California and left. They got chased out of there. The Northeast, they don't want that shit either, sorry. Don't even know where to go. You're going to have to go to the mountains somewhere, but they're all snowed in. And Quartzsite is a mess. I heard a lot of bad things about Quartzsite. I feel bad. A lot of people are messing it up. Someone was going around with a video camera. I don't know who they were. I think it was a news thing. And there's just this. I can't make videos. I can't do stuff. We're going to bite. We're going to bite. And 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 we're going to bite. Say good morning, buddy. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. To you. Here, let's see if we can get him to do it. Aren't you on your binky? Aren't you on your binky? Can you do it one time so we can get it on film? Now I have to make that a short and come up with a funny song for that. Alright, this is 17 minutes. I didn't plan on that, but I just had to get some of that out. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to be preaching to the choir, but everybody got to calm down and relax and realize that this is not your living room. This is not your living room. This is someone else's state. This is someone else's home. And leaving your trash, the entire parking lot the other night when I woke up, there was 52 plates, cups. I counted in the parking lot. I didn't have enough here. The phone was dead to record it. And for some reason, whenever I'm recording on my tablet, I can't get off. It won't upload to YouTube anything I'm videotaping on this thing. I don't understand what's wrong. I don't get it. I don't get it. Everything was working fine, and then about 2 weeks ago, I can't get any videos off of there. The place was a wreck. There was garbage bags. I mean, big, huge, like Walmart garbage bags just dumped in the parking lot. There were like 12 cars came together, a big, huge crowd, because they must have came from the other parking lot. They probably got chased out there, because a couple of days before the mess was here, that whole parking lot was an outright disaster. So they probably chased them out of there. Then they came up here a couple of miles and just left the garbage all over the place. Now, not for nothing, there's 6 garbage cans on the whole little strip. Throughout this little strip mall, there's garbage cans everywhere. There's 3 dumpsters, one in the front, one on the end, and one behind us. There's a McDonald's. There's all kinds of fast food with garbage cans outside, and 6 gas stations down the road. There was no reason to leave that mess in this parking lot, and that's what's going on. But these are people who are getting high, shooting up heroin, meth addicts, just leaving crap all over. You can tell they are, because it's all kinds of junk food. All kinds of junk food and candy wrappers, all kinds of, after they come down, they need a sugar fix. So this is probably going to take all day to get up. But I'm kind of getting pissy because I might not get back on later. Yeah, so that's that. And I got to go to the pharmacy And I got antibiotic cream on it. I've been, God help me, putting the alcohol on it. But again, I'm taking my antibiotics and it's taking so long to heal because my antibiotics aren't working anymore. This should have been gone, and it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I can't even make a scab on it. I'm not healing. This was my issue, worrying about him hurting me and me not getting sick. Yeah. So I'm trying to get my health insurance straightened out. I gotta get on the phone with them as soon as I'm done uploading this thing. And yeah, that's it. I think I'm done. But I just wanted to tell everybody what's going on down here. It really is. And if you think of coming down, don't even bother. You're sleeping in parking lots. There's no state parks. There's no state forests. They're all full. They only have a limited amount of, most of the state parks, I mean, state forest and wildlife preserves where you're allowed to spend the 14 days, they're full. The BML land is completely full, and we only have very few spaces like that here. It's not all wide open like everywhere else. And they only have, some of them, 4 parking spaces. On this huge piece of property, only 4 people can stay for 14 days. So they're limiting like 50 people showing up in a caravan who are all living together out here. The people living in a tent in the bushes. That's getting just a little kooky, and there's a lot of craziness in the park because, again, unscrupulous people from other places are hanging out here, and there's a lot of, how can I say this nicely, pervs out there that are now moving into the park on a daily basis. There's cops it's just cops everywhere, cops. So to clean up your mess, stop making a mess out of my state, and if you come in here, throw your freaking garbage away and stop leaving it all over. We don't even do that here. No, we don't even throw cigarette butts out the window, and you could eat off the streets in Florida if you hadn't noticed. Next time you're here, take a look around. We don't have trash on the side of the road. It's like $1,000 fine to litter in Florida because we have too many people coming. So no one does it because it's so beautiful here. No one does this except for these animals. So sorry, it's just having a cranky day. This crap's getting on my nerves. This is going to take all day. Now I'm up to 23 minutes. 23 minutes of ranting. But I had to get it off my chest. We'll have happier videos later. What I'll do is, tonight in the middle of the storm, maybe around 9 o'clock, I'll do a live stream. If I can't post the video, what I've been doing, it worked the other night. I did a 5-minute live stream just to put up something. It went right up automatically by itself, faster than this video will go up. So when I can't post, I'm just going to do a quickie live stream and then let that upload itself, especially when the storm gets bad. We also have more rockets launching and Starlinks going up, and I can't get iHeartRadio app to open. The little squares like YouTube stay gray, and so I tried hitting one of the buttons on the bottom. I hit podcast. Podcast came right off, but I could not listen to live radio on the iHeartRadio app. This morning I couldn't watch no YouTube. I tried putting on Netflix, nothing would open. They won't open. And then you get words with no pictures. It's madness. It's madness down here with the internet and the phone and stuff. So if you like your internet, stay the hell out of Central Florida. And that's coast to coast. I mean side to side. I can't contact anybody on the other side of 95 except by text messages. I haven't spoken to Rare Breeds in weeks since I left because all I get is a busy signal trying to call on that side. She calls here and it goes right to voicemail. My phone doesn't even ring when she tries to call me, but we can text message back and forth again. I'm not looking forward to this for another 7 months. That was about 2.5 years ago. We went through 7 months where we could not call anybody who was more than a half hour from us. If you were more than 20 minutes away, we couldn't call you even in our own town. And this is a big ass town. You know, it goes at least 35 minutes in each direction, north and south. We couldn't even jump over. We couldn't get a phone call to go past the Air Force Base. We think it's the radar, the sonar, and everything else going on that they keep telling us, but we're having a lot of issues with the phones in the area over here, so you may want to stay north or south, way south, and a little bit west of Central Florida off of Orlando. Just stay on the other side of Disney World and everything is fine. So yeah, Jane Wayne's updates. Pick up your garbage, stop acting like an ass, have some respect for yourself and everybody else, and the place that you chose to make your home. If you chose to come here, then clean up your shit, because we're getting tired of it. And I'm telling you, people who live here are going to start calling the cops on people living in their cars, and we're going to start getting ragged out again. We just got everything nice down here where it's a nice agreement between the police, because they got friends that have gotten kicked out. Their own houses got destroyed and were moldy, and they were lucky enough to find someone who could fix it in time and save their house. Well, over 5,000 of us in this town, in this county, all got kicked out. It got crazy down here. So that's what's up. Maybe I should even put this up. I'm gonna get yelled at for it. But every once in a while you gotta set these people straight, because it's not us doing this, and we're taking the brunt of the stuff. The good people are getting harassed by the cops, and not the idiots leaving the crap. So I had to find someplace else to spend the night when these idiots all come in, so we don't get rounded up with them. You know what I mean? Then you're just guilty by association, and I can't stand that. I don't like. I never liked that. I used to yell at my stepdad, the cop. I said, just because you're hanging out with somebody doesn't mean you're doing the same bad shit they're doing. He said, yeah, but guilty by association. I said, not every time. And we used to have the biggest arguments over that, and finally he let loose of that. By the time I was graduating high school, the guilty by association thing was, he was over that and done. So I did my job for you. Whoever ran into my stepdad after that got off easy. You're welcome. I'll see you guys tonight. I'll try coming on at 9. That should be about the time the rain's supposed to hit me here, if it does. It looks like it's sliding a little to the north, which would be really good if it would do that. Half an hour. This is never going up. Damn it. And I got no way to edit it either. One day I'm going to start looking around for some cheaper editing software that's not $500 or $30 a month, which is idiotic. Better off paying the $500 one time, but then you got to keep upgrading. You got to keep upgrading that every year. And yeah, we'll talk about my phone and a bunch of stuff tonight, because I didn't even get to upload any of that. It's stuck on the tablet. I can't get it off. I'm gonna have to tape record it hit play on here and record on you. I know they don't come out so good, but some of them were pretty good. Kind of, sorta, I don't know. It's content, right? Exciting content. Look at him. Look at him. Loving his girlfriend. Duke and Sally. Duke and Sally. Duke, Duke, Duke. Duke, Duke, Duke. And he looks right up at the camera, too. Because he's looking at himself. He's looking at himself. Okay. Alright, we're going to hit the road because it's never going to go up. I got to get this under 30 minutes. Holy crap. Let's see how long this takes. Well, I got hiccups and some power. I love you guys. See you tonight. 9 o'clock for JW's Storm Watch. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Goodbye.